So, Hallowed Be Thy Name. Basically, it's a 7-minute song or so, but it does have like only 3 parts, and it's all based around like your classic rock chord progression. We all know, it's like or it's based around that, but it's in E. Now let's just start with the intro, because that's like the funny business. Like that one. Basically, the chords for that are G, F sharp minor, F sharp minor, E minor, D, back to E minor, D, C, D, and then when you go the second time, it ends on B minor instead of D. So, like for me, I only really care about perfect cadences, mostly because that's like your closure chord or cadence. And the first time you end on D, go back to G. So you have a perfect cadence of D to G, because if you go to the G major scale, like that one, your G major scale, then G is your 1 chord, and D is like a 5 chord, so however the hell you want to play that one. And you end on D and go back to G, so it's a perfect cadence, like from the 5 to the 1 chord. Then the second time around, you go to B. This is like the part where it gets cool, because in G your B chord is minor, but they play it as a major chord, like all creating your own weather thing is going on there. So that works great. Then going from B to G, B is is Phrygian, so that's the 3rd chord, so that's 3 to 1. That doesn't give as good as a closure as D to G, because it just doesn't give the closure, so it's like tension release thing. Then when you get through that part and you have like that epic Bruce thing which he holds on for way too long, you get this. Now I listen to it, and the bass underneath it just does this. So now that's like something resembling of the classic metal progression you hear all the time. So you have an E, D, then a C, then a D again. Now, as I said, I mostly care about like the perfect cadence and what you do to create tension. There's a lot of ways to do that, but in this case it's worked because you have like your D isn't like the 5 chord or 4 chord of E minor, so it shouldn't work, but it works. And let's say you play your D like this, but like your 3rd in the bass. Then if you put your thumb here, you have a B minor 7. So D is a substitution for B minor 7 in this case, and B minor 7 would be the 5 chord of E minor, so it resolves. So that's why it works. Now then that's repeated in the first chorus, like you pretty much like that. That's pretty much your first verse until you get to this part, even over stuff like that's also still happening. The only part where it changes when you get to the that's there you is E to C, and C is a substitution for A minor 7, so you can do C because A minor is the 4 chords of E, so you have like a plagal cadence, which is also the resolving cadence, so it also works. Then you get to this part, which I personally really like the because that's like that doesn't move, it doesn't go up or down, but what's underneath it is really that's what's underneath it. So there's no, like, the whole movement comes from the rhythm guitar, not really the lead guitar. Let's just say Steve Harris is smart in his songwriting because he really uses like 2 or 3 chord progressions using exactly the same chords but in different orders, and he writes a great song that's 7 minutes long out of it. So you get to the part where the solos come in, like where the bass kicks up, so like that bit, and that's again just like the perfect substitution. Using D as substitution for B minor, so there's your perfect cadence again. So that works too, and that's all the parts that are in this. So it sounds complicated, but the truth is you don't really need to go like very complicated and throw thousands of different chord progressions in your song to write a great song which is still 7 minutes long if you're smart enough with your melodies, because that's really what they're doing. They put lots of different melodies and tempo changes and smart things in there, so even though a lot of it is kind of the same, it doesn't bore, because yeah, the melody keeps changing, and Steve Harris is a smart songwriter, I guess. So that's it for this week, I think. Yes. So I hope this helps a little bit or clarifies some